I'll never forget when Malcolm Gladwell shot down a critic. Gladwell said, if my books appear to a reader to be oversimplified, you shouldn't read them. You're not my audience. And that's exactly it. You see, when you're building a business, there are two different audiences. I'm Derek Halpern, and you're watching Social Triggers, the place entrepreneurs and executives learn to get ahead in business and life. And in this video, I'm going to reveal those two audiences. I'll also explain why you should worry about one and not the other. So, the two different audiences are the people who pay you money and the people who pay you mind. What's the difference? The people who pay you money are your ideal customers. These are the people who watch what you do, decide if it's right for them, and then possibly give you money for it. The people who pay you mind, on the other hand, are often influencers. And while they may have a legion of followers who are willing to pay you money, the only thing they offer you themselves is either respect or criticism. Now, this may come as a shock, but if you want to succeed, you want to focus on the people who pay you money and ignore the people who pay you mind, just like Malcolm Gladwell. Psychological researchers like Steven Pinker have long criticized Malcolm Gladwell for cherry-picking interesting research, oversimplifying it, and making pseudoscientific claims. But here's the deal. Gladwell doesn't write books for other scientists. He writes books for regular people. And me personally, when I buy a Malcolm Gladwell book, I don't expect an in-depth analysis of hundreds of research studies. For that, I'll turn to someone like Elliot Aronson or Dan Ariely or Adam Grant. Instead, when I buy a Malcolm Gladwell book, I expect to read compelling stories that bring a few pieces of key research to life. I also expect to be inspired by these stories. And that's exactly what Malcolm Gladwell's trying to do with his work. Because that's what his readers want. He's focusing on people who pay him money and telling people who pay him mind to stuff it. I appreciate that. And I now strive to do the same with my business. But I didn't always do that. When I first got started, I wanted to be recognized by other people in my industry as someone they could respect. The problem is, these people never paid me anything. The only thing they offered were words of encouragement. And that's about it. So I shifted. I started focusing on the people who would actually invest in what I'm selling. And because of that, I've been able to help way more people and grow my business. And I'll never forget this email I got from one of my influential readers after I made that switch. He said, "Derek, why are you talking about this again? That's a tired topic." And I told him point blank, just because it's old and tired to you doesn't mean people don't want to learn about it. And according to my survey results, it's the #1 most requested topic here at Social Triggers. He later unsubscribed. And I later went on to launch one of my most profitable products in the history of Social Triggers. All because I decided to focus on the right people in my audience and pay no mind to anyone else. And this is something you should do in your business too. Focus on the people who matter, forget about the haters or the people who don't get what you're doing. Thanks for letting me rant just a little bit. And now I have a question for you. How do you deal with people who criticize you or just don't get what you're doing? Do you let it ruin your day, or do you move on to focus on the people who actually matter? I'd love to hear more. Leave a comment and let me know. And if you know anyone else who you think would like this video, be sure to pass it along. Now, if you haven't subscribed to Social Triggers, you're an idiot. So hop on my newsletter and get free content about business, persuasion, and more. See you in the next video. Cherry-picking interesting research. It's a new hand movement I learned. Throw it in the air.